Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. RuPaul, an American entertainer, drag sovereign model creator, and recording craftsman, has turned into a commonly recognized name, essentially adding to standard mainstream society while gathering a total assets of $60 million. RuPaul's acclaim and fortune to a great extent originate from his noteworthy TV program RuPaul's Race, which has been a defining force in bringing drag culture to the forefront of amusement since its introduction. RuPaul's Race has delighted in gigantic achievements, circulating for 15 seasons and winning various honors. RuPaul's profit from the show has seen a sensational increment over the course of the years. While he acquired $50,000 for the whole first season, his developing fame prompted a significant compensation raise in 2013, when his compensation arrived at $50,000 for each episode by 2023. RuPaul's monetary achievement took off considerably higher, with reports showing that he now procures around $1 million for each episode, mirroring his status as a famous figure in the diversion industry. RuPaul Andre Charles was broadly perceived essentially as RuPaul brought into the world on November 17, 1960, in San Diego, California. RuPaul was the most youthful of four youngsters, with three more established sisters. His initial years were set apart by family challenges in 1967, at the point when RuPaul was only 7 years of age. His guardians separated from leaving his mom Ernestine Toni Charles to raise the youngsters on her own in quest for his expanding interest in human expressions. RuPaul migrated to Atlanta, Georgia, at the age of 15. Joined by his sister Redia, he signed up for a performing arts school, a choice that would lay the foundation for his future in the stage during the 1980s anyway. His process was far from simple. RuPaul spent these years as a battling producer and performer exploring the underground scene in Atlanta. He took on different gigs, counting working at the Square venue, a scene known for its varied exhibitions and elective craftsmanship scene. His abilities were exhibited at neighborhood clubs, for example, the VIP Club, where he performed routinely. RuPaul loaned his voice as a reinforcement vocalist for Glenn Moore, a figure in the troublemaker and elective music scenes. RuPaul's first huge break in the business came in 1989 when he was given a role as an extra in the music video for Adoration Shack by the B-52s. His presence in this notorious video denoted the start of his ascent to popularity anyway. It was in 1993 that RuPaul really arose as a star. That year, he delivered his introduction collection Supermodel of the World through Tommy Kid, a mark principally known for its commitments to the rap, furthermore, dance music classes. The collection's lead single Supermodel, You Better Work, was a strong announcement of RuPaul's remarkable persona, a mix of high design strengthening and irresistible dance beat. The single, joined by a lively music video, immediately turned into a sensation on MTV, driving RuPaul into the spotlight. Looking at number 45 on the board Hot 100 diagram, furthermore, taking off to number 2 on the announcement Hot Dance Music Club playgraph, the melody's message of fearlessness and diligence reverberated with crowds, especially inside the Lubbock local area, who saw RuPaul as a reference point of portrayal and pride. Following this leading edge, RuPaul set 2 additional singles free from the collection, Back to My Underlying Foundations and A Shade Obscure. At this point, the 2 tracks proceeded with RuPaul's accomplishment on the dance outlines, each arriving at the sought-after number 1 spot on the Bulletin Hot Dance Music Club play outline. Subsequent to setting up a good foundation for himself as a pioneer in the music business, RuPaul kept on breaking boundaries by becoming the main cross-dresser to get an IM major demonstrating contract in a noteworthy move. RuPaul endorsed Macintosh Beauty Care products, where he turned into the substance of the brand's Viva Glitz crusade. Then, in 1996, RuPaul extended his impact much further by wandering into TV with The RuPaul Show, a discussion show that broadcasted on VON. The show was a reviving and dynamic expansion to the television show scene, mixing RuPaul's signature mystique with a different setup of melodic visitors and specialists. Over its 2-season run from 1996 to 1998, the RuPaul Show invited a noteworthy cluster of entertainers, including legends like Diana Ross, Nirvana Duran, Pat Benatar, Mary J. Blige, Cyndi Lauper, Olivia Newton-John, and the Backstreet Young Men. RuPaul's capacity to draw in such high type ability addressed his developing impact in media outlets, One of the show's most persevering components was Paul's coordinated effort with Michelle Visage, who filled in as his co-have. The team's science was obvious, and their dynamic association stretched out past the show together. They co-facilitated a public broadcast on WKT, further cementing their status as a darling diversion. The RuPaul show might have endured just 2 seasons yet. It made a permanent imprint on TV, giving a stage to LGBTQ voices and making way for RuPaul's future undertakings. RuPaul's return to TV in 2009 denoted an essential second in his profession, and in the scene of unscripted television in February of that year, he appeared in RuPaul's Race on Logo, a reality contest show that would proceed to reclassify the class. The show highlights cross-dressers from across the nation contending in different challenges, all determined to be delegated. America's Next Drag Wiz, as the show's host and head judge, RuPaul brought his broad information on drag culture, style, and execution to the front, making a space where inventiveness, ability, and self-articulation could thrive. Michelle appearance RuPaul's believed teammate joined the judging board in later seasons, adding her sharp mind and industry skills to the show. RuPaul's Race immediately became Logo, television's most noteworthy evaluated program, and acquired a devoted fan base that crossed the globe. The show's prosperity prompted global transmissions in nations like the assembled realm Australia, Canada, the Netherlands, and Israel established RuPaul's status as a worldwide peculiarity. Past Race, RuPaul has facilitated a few other network shows, displaying his flexibility and persevering requests. In 2015, he facilitated great work on a plastic medical procedure television show on a close by Dr. Terry Dio and Sandra Ferrara. In spite of the fact that the show just circulated 6 episodes, it featured RuPaul's capacity to lock in crowds across various sorts from April 2016 to July 2017. RuPaul facilitated a gay foreplay game show featuring RuPaul on Logo, a brief yet engaging game show that further showed his skill for TV facilitating. RuPaul additionally wandered into daytime TV with a television show just named RuPaul, which debuted on June 10, 2019 on select Fox stations. Regardless of its promising beginning, the show was pulled behind closed doors after a 3E pilot run because of low appraisals. Anyway, this misfortune did barely anything to lessen RuPaul's effect on the business. RuPaul's Race proceeded to develop, moving from Logo to VH1 in its 9th season and in the end viewing as a new home on MTV in 2023. The show's perseverance through ubiquity has produced various fruitful side projects, counting RuPaul's Drag, where previous contenders tutored regular ladies. RuPaul's Race All-Stars, which brings back fans' most loved competitors for an additional opportunity at the crown. RuPaul's Drag Race, UK and English variation that has gathered its own dedicated continuing and RuPaul's Mysterious VIP Race, which highlights famous people going through drag changes for a noble cause. Furthermore, to his TV and music vocation, RuPaul has wandered into different tasks that feature an innovative soul. Furthermore, he has an obligation to grow the impact of drag culture in different activities. One of these huge undertakings started in 2013 when RuPaul collaborated with Variety Development, a noticeable beauty care product producer, to send off his most memorable cosmetics and also excellent. This adventure was a characteristic expansion of RuPaul's image. Given his well-established job as a marvel and style symbol, the cosmetics line was intended to be comprehensive, taking care of a different scope of skin tones. Excellence needs reflecting RuPaul's confidence in the force of cosmetics to change and enable people close by the cosmetics line. RuPaul presented a gender-neutral scent called Glamazon. The scent was named after one of RuPaul's famous melodies, further supporting his image's association with both magnificence and music. Glamazon was intended to be a fragrance that rises above conventional orientation limits, adjusting with RuPaul's message of self-articulation. What's more, distinction, the send-off of the cosmetics line and aroma denoted RuPaul's fruitful section into the magnificence industry, further hardening his status as a diverse business visionary. 2 years later, in 2015, RuPaul extended his impact inside the drag local area by sending off RuPaul's DragCon, a yearly drag-themed show held in Los Angeles. The show was made through an organization with Universe of Wonder, the creation organization behind RuPaul's Race. Dragon rapidly turned into a must-go-to occasion for enthusiasts of drag culture, offering a space where they could praise their one drag sovereigns, go to boards, and buy stock. The show additionally gave a stage for examining significant issues inside the LGBT local area, making it something other than a fan occasion. It became a center point for support and schooling the progress of DragCon. Prompted the making of RuPaul's DragCon. New York City, which carried a similar energetic energy to the East Coast, the two shows have kept on filling in notoriety, drawing in a large number of participants each year. Dragon has turned into a social peculiarity uniting drag entertainers, fans, and partners from around the world to commend the craft of drag. Thanks for watching this video.